Are you tired of eating the same 2 meals for the past 5 years? Well, forget about the rice and beans. Feed the v.3 sandwich to the squirrels and get ready for Cheap Ass Meals Volume 3, Cheese Edition. Oh snap! Welcome to Cheap Ass Meals Volume 3. We're over here in the macaroni and cheese section, as you can see. This one is $4.29, way too much. This one, $1.99, that's getting a little bit better. What else we got here? Oh, we got the Key Food bootleg brand right here. So 4 for $3, so take 2 of them for $1.50. Here you go. Hebrew National, Hillshire Farm, Jenny O. We don't need this fancy stuff. What else we got here? Chicken. No, that's okay. We don't want that. Oh, Key Food, quality brand. Gotta go with this. And look, $1.99. Price is right. This is what you need to make your cheap ass meal. We got some bread over here, which I found on the floor after somebody ran it over with their shopping cart a few times. Then we got some mayo, it's about half empty. And then you got some Olivio, which you'll remember from Cheap Ass Meals Volume 2. It's not the same one though, I did buy a new one just for this volume. We got some hot dogs, they look pretty cheap as you can see, pretty standard. They're about to fall on the floor. Then we got some cheese over here, some American cheese, as you can see. Looks like government cheese, which it is. Well, it's time for an Arizona break. This is not part of the meal, but you gotta have Arizona. The bootleg mac and cheese, which we saw earlier in the video, this is the Key Food brand. They say it's quality, but I just think it's cheap. But hey, it works, right? So we put that down. Pepper, salt, Goya. You know about adobo. That's the all-purpose seasoning. You know what that means? It's the seasoning for all purposes. First step is to take your pot. Should be a large pot. I'm gonna fill it up with water. Wait, let's hold on a second. I think there's some instructions on this cheap macaroni and cheese. 6 cups of boiling water. We got 2 of these, so you guys can do the math, but I really don't care. So cheap ass meals, we make our own rules. So I'm just gonna let this run for a little bit, and while I'm waiting, have another Arizona break. Remember, the more water you put in, the longer it's gonna take to boil. So if you're like me and you're lazy, you're probably not gonna fill it up that much. So it's done. Okay, put it on the stove. Put the lid on, boils faster that way. And then you're gonna look what the filled-in circle is for the back one. You're gonna push it in, put it on high, that's spelled H-I. Yep, just like when you say hello, except this one actually turns on a flame. So you're gonna let that go for about 5 to 10 minutes, depending on how powerful your stove is. So the next step is to prepare the hot dogs. Now for some of you that may be a little bit too much to ask, but I'm gonna show you exactly how to do it. First of all, you take your knife. Make sure you use the sharp side, not the dull side, because otherwise you'll be there for a long time. For the first 2 hot dogs, you're going to cut them right down the middle because you're going to fry them. And those are going to be for the grilled cheese sandwiches. Just cut it right down the middle, just like you're gutting a fish. You're going to do the same thing to the next one, just right in the middle. And this will make it easier to fry, because these ones you're going to combine with the mac and cheese. And that's going to add a lot of flavor, a lot of goodness. So for these ones, you're just going to cut up the old school way. Just cut them across, cut them across, cut them across. Make sure you don't cut your fingers when you do this, because otherwise you won't be able to make the rest of the meal. Now if I had more money, I would use a cutting board, but this little plate is all I can afford. Take the spoon, you plunge it in the mayo, cover one side of the bread with mayo. And when I say cover, I mean cover. You gotta just smack it on there, just like that. Just rub it in, nice and good. You wanna put a lot of mayo on the other sandwich too, so you just slop it on, just rub it in nice and good. For every 1 piece of bread, you wanna put about ½ a pound of mayo. And then you just slop it right there. Dig the knife in there, just like you did in Volume 2. Just take this, slop it on, you gotta slop it, that adds to the experience. Slop another glob of that delicious Olivio, and just, ooh, that butter just jumped. And then you drop it on the plate. Take each of the pieces of bread, and you want to put the mayo side down. You want to take the hot dog, one of the 2 hot dogs, put it right in the middle. Take the cheese. Did you forget about the cheese? I know I didn't. Take however many pieces you want, I think I'll put like 2.5. Yeah, I'll take 2.5. Just throw it right there. Take the other piece of bread with this side up. Just drop it there. The next thing you know, you're ready to go. You're gonna take this mayo side of this other sandwich, slop it on, take the other hot dog, drop it on. As you can see, the water's boiling, so we're about to put the macaronis in there. Put the cheese, cheap ass meal is good to go. Drop the other one, slap it. That adds to the flavor, people. It's time to put the macaronis. I'm gonna take the box. What I like to do is just rip it open without dropping the macaroni on the floor. Take out the little imitation cheese packet, throw it somewhere. I don't care, you figure it out. Open up the next box, pour it in again. You can just mix it around. If I had a spoon, another one, I would use it, but I'm going to use the spatula. Just let it go. You want to reduce the flame a little bit because you don't want fried macaroni and cheese. If you do, you can make that one yourself. I will not be held responsible for any fried macaroni and cheese. I'm going to flip the sandwiches. Ooh, those are looking good, son! Can you see that? Looking pretty damn good right there. Bam! Okay, they are cooking them up. Cooking them up. The sandwich is looking pretty sloppy, but you know what? Sometimes you gotta make it sloppy. You see that? You know that looks good. You know yours doesn't look that good. So you're gonna let that cook for a while, probably another 5 to 15 to 27 minutes. Alright, next thing is you're gonna want to cook these little baby hot dogs. So what I like to do, because I'm lazy, is I just go like this and just throw them in there. Next step, for all you smart people out there, is to just turn this on. You want to put it on high at first, and then you probably want to put it down a little bit so those hot dogs don't become burnt to a crisp. So you can use a spatula, all-purpose spatula, and just, you know, mix the little hot dogs around. If you like these little sandwiches, these big-ass sandwiches to be burnt, then I encourage you to leave them on one side, and then just, you know, go to sleep or something, I don't know. But no, actually no, because then you're going to sue me for telling you to go to sleep while the oven's on. So never mind that. Stay awake, drink some caffeine drinks. That's why I got this Arizona right here. Got the cheap ass meal going, and it's looking pretty good. The next step is to add your seasonings to the hot dogs. They're already salted, but we're going to put some extra salt, because that's how we do it. Just drop it on there. Some pepper, gotta have pepper. Drop that on there too. Adobo, all-purpose seasoning. Drop that on there. For the random, let's go for the garlic powder. Bet you didn't think I was going to do that. I know you didn't. For all you rocket scientists out there, you want to stir it in a circle, you know, kind of like this, if you don't know what that is. Make sure that these sandwiches don't burn. Oh, this one almost did, but it didn't. And then you want to mix up the little baby hot dogs. Yeah, that's right. I use one spatula for everything. That's how I do it. I don't have more than one. That's how we gotta do a cheap-ass meal, you know? There's no other way. This is it. Okay, the next step is you want to drain the water from the pasta, but actually first you should probably turn off the flame because then you're going to be burning the pot for no reason. So, turn it to off. Yep, that's right. It's still OFF. Not changing. Now you want to put the lid on. And, you know, if you have the money, the luxury, you have a strainer, by all means, pour that shit in there. But you know what? I don't have a strainer because this is cheap-ass meals. Get used to it. The mitts, the gloves. You might have seen these from the last cheap-ass meals, but I got new ones now. Check this out. Yep, that's that YouTube revenue sharing. Okay, so you want to take it by both handles, with both hands. Make sure you got those mitts on so you don't burn yourself. See that steam? You want to point it away from you. If you point it towards you, you're going to have a nasty burn, and I'm not paying your hospital bill. So you're going to turn it right here, pour it in the sink. Don't pour it on your sandwiches. You don't want those soggy sandwiches. Drain it, drain it, drain it, drain it. Look at that drippy shit. Pour it so that all goes out. Keep the pressure on the lid. Otherwise, you're going to be having sink macaroni. So put it right here. Drop it right there. Put these somewhere. Doesn't matter where. You want to just plop it on. Yeah, that's right. That's how I do it. I plop it on. Take another one. Plop it on. You gotta make that noise too, otherwise it won't taste as good. Take both seasoning packets. You wanna rip off the tops, just like this. Yeah, that's fine. I just did two at once. How you like me now? Okay, you pour that, take them, pour them like that, make sure it's all the way open. Get all that powdered cheese shit in there. It's over this way, yeah. Another thing you could do to make it creamier is to take some milk. Now, I don't know how much milk to put because I'm not really a chef. I just like to do this for fun. So you take the milk, try to save a little bit for cereal tomorrow, but you know, you pour it in here, make it nice and creamy. Put the milk back because it does go bad, you know. You don't want that. Gonna mix it up? Yeah, that's fine. I'm still using this spatula, all purpose. Makes it good. The mac and cheese is nice and creamy. Looking really delicious right now. I know yours doesn't look this good. Maybe one day you'll be able to make it this good. Take it like that. Then you want to take the little baby hot dogs. Go like this. Just drop them in there. Look how good that looks together. Oh, I lost one. You know what? That'll be for tomorrow. So just mix this up. This is an American classic. A cheap ass meals instant classic. And I'm bringing it right to your home. Not literally, just in the YouTube sense. Don't get any ideas. Listen to that squishy sound. Doesn't that just make you hungry? Now it's time to eat your cheap ass meal. You know that's the best part. This is the grilled cheese plate. Take this, scoop it up, slop it on, scoop it up, slop it on. Don't lose that sandwich. Otherwise you're gonna be getting some extra flavoring on there, if you know what I mean. Squirt that ketchup on. Yep, that's a good amount of ketchup. This is the hot dog and mac and cheese bowl. I know it doesn't say that, but that's what it was made for. Plop it on, or slop it on, whatever you prefer. Take your sandwich, plop it on there, both sides, and take a bite. It's really good, man. There it is, volume 3. And it tastes so good. Damn, that's some good food. It's cheap, it's easy, and I just showed you how to make it. What are you waiting for? Go get it. Now you want to slap that mayo on the other sandwich too. What this does is this gives the flavor a turbocharge and also adds a lot of, no, because you may be wondering why I'm holding a knife and a fork. Making those references. Oh! Okay, now I'm going to turn off this one, okay? Actually, I should go ahead and take this now. Alright. Ready?
The lid?
No, the lid has not been on the whole time. I'm going to use the lid. You ready? You've been waiting 5 years for the next cheap ass meals. Did you think it would never be made? Well, guess what? You're wrong. Well. Wait, are you recording still?
Yeah, I'm recording.
Dude, you don't want to hear you talking. Okay. Are you tired of eating the same 2 meals for the past 5 years? Well, set aside those rice and... Okay, next thing, throw the next sandwich on there. Before you do that, you have to get a spatula. Oh, snap. I didn't even know the camera was there. No, actually, stop it. I forgot. Alright, now you also want to, no. Now you take the other side, the other sandwich. Oh, we gotta stop that. Take your knife, and the first 2 sandwiches. Fail. We got some bread, found it in the discount aisle. I think somebody just, you know, ran over with their shopping cart or something. Okay, we got
3, 2, 1.
Alright everybody, this is what you'll need to make your cheap ass meal. Are you bored with eating the same 2 meals for the past 5 years? Well, oh.